Dr. Sam, like how me say you preach so good. Me don't like come at your church, you know. Lord, God, I
Well,
get in
Dr. Sam can preach over there to you, know.
wow. And I get in a spirit.
So, Dr. Sam.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Sam.
Yes, sir.
Dr.
You
Sam.
that spirit, you.
The whole works, man. Me have a degree in theology, you know.
You're going yourself, man.
Hey,
Yeah, man.
sweetie.
I tell you something about the Pentecostal, brother. I love them vibes too, you know.
Yeah, man. It's nice, man. It's nice.
Sweetie.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
have get in a spirit. And when Dr. Sam, I want to just lie down, like I said, the spirit gone down in me toe. And just say, hallelujah, Jesus.
You know.
When me at the time, me I love you, Jesus. Lord.
You know, she made that statement there, and I remember a group of young ladies used to come by church. And they were from St. Vincent. And I noticed that every Sunday that my pastor let me preach, them always come at the altar. So I asked my brother, why this little girl always come to the altar? He said, you know, see what I'm going. Them say them just want you to touch them. They don't hear a word what you say.
Hold on, Dr. Sam, I'm not branching Christiana.
Christiana. Christiana up there. So now we go you know, Fernley Avenue in Maypen, Pastor Webb. He was a policeman.
May I be at Westmont, we may pen as well.
Yeah, man, right? I'm Maypen.
Nobody go there, he not touch no man, a woman, he might touch.
No, man, we now have the other branch one, because yourself. To my father, tell me about it, you know.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Adventist, not you, Bob.
Yeah, man.
No, Adventist, no, Adventist, no, them a labor right, pastor, doctor, everything in a one.
Yeah, man. You want some policeman in can't build face, people. You want a policeman in can't build face.
Eh?
You want a policeman in can't build face.
Yeah, man, they be face, of course, Mr. Lawrence, but they be face up, him Adventist, and my friend, you know.
And my daddy, you know.
How would the blood see there, say?
And my father, man.
How would Baba lie tell?
Yes, and my daddy.
He run a spalling around there, so man. And
Sanity.
and the wife and a teacher, my best friend.
And one of my daddy, man.
The blood seed. God forgive and pardon me.
Man.
Quitty, I sent you a video of Dr. Orlando Thomas. You saw it when he was teaching.
Yes.
Yes, that's the guy in Old Harbor. Yeah, that's the doctor in Old Harbor. So I just wanted you to see what he looks like and all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you see, yeah.
I'm
On another serious note, what I want to say.
Well, on the J keeper, well on it.
I am listening some things and I'm hearing some things, and I believe that us as Laborites, because I'm not, that's what I am, and I go come about it. But I think the Jamaica Labour Party needs to be more proactive, needs to be more vocal, and needs to fight back some more.
Yes.
What this guy Mark Golden is doing or trying to do, he's acting like he was voted in as Prime Minister.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to make the rules. He wants to make the condition. See, they failed with Paul Buchanan. So everything now is about the next 5 years is about cutting off Andrew's head. And I mean, not physically, but literally, in the sense that they want to bring him down in such a way. So Labour right MPs, we need to start talking some more. Us guys, we need to start and continue to fight back and continue to push back.
100% behind you, sir.
The MPs, they're too passive. They're just sitting back and expecting to ride on just coattail over the next 5 years. It don't work like that.
It's not gonna work, brother. Them have to go. That's why. If you hear me, I call out Dr. Tufton last night.
I heard you. A lot of time I'm on, but if I'm with a patient, I can't talk.
Yeah, working at them consequences. If you don't want the people them call, we have to tell we. No matter
Yes, that's a good job, Squitty. Good thing you do. Me hear you last night. I ball it.
You just want to hear about them on the two sides.
Really think you talk, real fact you talking to Dr. Sam. We now left half of them back, we have ball out. And Andrew have to go send some people go listen them a program at night time. Cause we not put on no armor if we still in the war, so we still a fight. The war no end yet.
Yeah. We foot now come and fight gas pedal.
You
Nah, we
cannot.
not for the gas
Because
pedal.
remember saying in the election, in the campaign, we pop out the reverse out of the car, you know.
Right.
You can't have no more reverse.
Oh, the GP attack.
Not a Jeep, man. A Lamborghini, the man are rolling up.
And Rosarize, what them call
A Lamborghini, the boss are driving, you know.
No, because remember,
That a Jeep park up one time, man.
yeah, but remember, if you are a true Jamaican,
That a Jeep park up long time.
if you are a true Jamaican, you want Jamaica to become independent of the British system. And this guy is talking that basically he's trying to say, I'm not going to do anything except it is done my way. He's not prime minister.
exactly.
And by him saying that, when they don't do it his way, then he's going to stand in the way of progress. And so there should be something where he could be charged with treason.
That's why I said that later there, you know. It's a black hit. If it the track pan with him, you know. You know what? That
And I can't believe,
you know what?
and I can't believe well-thinking black people would stand up behind this deranged white man who's got only his best interest at heart. He went into the party and get them to change the constitution to make it almost impossible to oppose him.
Yeah,
And
because
they
they can't
realize
oppose
that
him.
Bob Marley song is fulfilling on them so much because they have not emancipated themselves from mental slavery.
Slavery, yes.
You know, so the man is hungry for power, man.
But Squitty,
You
think
could
about
see
this.
man them do and try in the election, brother, just to get out Andrew. Much lie.
But Squitty, think about this. When I study Bible, I look at color, I look at numbers, I look at words. And when we look at the color that the PNP has chosen to be their color, the orange color, who wears orange color mostly across the world?
But hold on, no. Red.
Communism people.
No, man, the orange them are wear now. They move from red to orange.
Them are red, that's them are red, man. President?
Okay, but who? No, man, look at all the t-shirts that were in the campaign. They were orange, mostly orange.
Yeah, orange.
Right. But who wears orange?
Prisoners.
Prisoner.
You mean say
Exactly.
Oh,
PNP are red.
yeah.
And the
Give me a
right
second,
are orange.
Give me a second, G Keep. I'm just trying to bring out a point.
Mhm.
So it's prisoners that wears this orange color. No, what that is saying to me from a psychological perspective, that the PNP have these people as psychological prisoners. And the color is very significant from a spiritual perspective.
Oh.
And what I was saying, Dr. Sam, PMP are red and the Rise are orange.
Oh, okay. Well, those are two very
I have it wrong.
dangerous colors.
No, man, the PMP then is orange. Risers are red.
The risers are red. But it's still two, when you study biblical color and numerology, there are two of the worst colors there are.
Mm.
Blood.
Yeah.
They say blood and fire.
Yeah.
Death and danger, blood and fire, all of them kind of stuff. That's exactly where they are.
The orange.
Mm. But then when you look across the world, when you go to prison, is an orange jumper suit you get, which means that you are now controlled. You're not your own anymore. So these guys now, these people going out there, they're controlled by the party. The PNP seems like it's more, instead of being a party, it is more of a cult.
Yes, criminal code.
Good night. Bless up, Quincy, everybody. Good night.
Bless up. Yeah, man.
All right, baby.
That's Sam.
Mm-hmm. So again, we have to be very, very vigilant. We have to be upfront. We got to take it. We don't sit back and react. We cannot be a party that reacts. We have to be proactive sometimes.
Yes.
So this guy sent out the letter. We know RJR is not going to call him out. The only news station that might call him out is Nationwide. But what I am beginning to understand and recognize is that live and programs like these are having more traction than the old time media. So we need to get this letter situation, analyze it, point out the lies, point out the fraud, so that people can get to understand and know that
Maybe
this guy
the
basically.
last night, right? That's how you know.
Okay, awesome. So he's trying. What he's doing is what he's doing is gaslighting. He is gaslighting and trying to take control of the narrative, make it look like he's the one, and he's trying to get it done.
Go to a certain part of it.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look when Dr. Sam say, PNP has, thing there, you know, I call, you know, the person that come to mind, and when we look at Chromas up in the box, that are Chromas
Chromas
speech and
song that
everything.
they sing that song every day.
Yeah, man, Chromas speech, Chromas in them a cult, man.
Big up there. Yeah, Chroma's always say that for real.
Chromas, big up yourself.
Last night, this brother I say Dr. Sam, me and
Bless,
Pum.
bless, respect, bless up.
Big up Chrome. So na Punkos last night I said, boy, if Jamaica, like say, if it become republic and nothing, it can just remain as it is. No, it not to be republic to really be a first one.
Do they understand that one of the things that is happening to our money and our monies that are collected and all of that, that some of it have to still get sent to England? They know why it's called a Commonwealth. It means that all of these countries have this thing in common where they have to send money to England on a monthly or yearly basis. Do they realize that anything? Right. Do they realize that anything that is 3 feet below the ground belongs to the now King Charles? So if we find oil, it's not always for Jamaica alone. It is still part of the British Commonwealth. We have to they have to get royalties from it.
Ah, gosh. You see,
So maybe that's why they don't really want find the oil yet. Because they don't want to go drill it yet. Because them drill it, no, England have to get part of it.
As long as we're under them, they have to get part of whatever come out of the ground, part of whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, if I get some of the money, I'll fight, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we get rid of them. Have a own thing.
but
Exactly.
pretty.
But my boy in English, man, you know what the Republic of us.
That's
Come
why
on.
the big fight are going, you know. Because they would win, you know, brother.
You have a kiss again. Read that kiss the Republic goodbye, man.
Eh?
Every back going in the way, you have to kiss the Republic goodbye, brother. He's an English agent. He's interested in England and you know Jamaican. He's not interested in Jamaica, brother.
Because once we become a republic and we set guidelines in the constitution that you must be a born Jamaican to sit in the parliament, his days are done.
Yeah, I mean that problem. That's why I don't want it now. Like I know that guy.
They might drill with gold and copper in a St. Catherine right now, too.
Anyway, we don't want to say something about the orange color. It's the orange. You know, that orange color. You know, the orange was when in this color about using that sports and a copy, PNP copy. There was Edward Ziago color. That's why Tivoli playing that orange and the sports people.
Chromas a tangerine, man. Orange or tangerine, that.
Tangerine, I know orange.
Yeah.
Tangerine.
Tangerine. It's similar. But
It's similar. I know orange, a tangerine.
Well, it just looks like what prisoners wear. You're just associated with what prisoners wear over here.
yeah, yes. You know, can't continue. I go on this.
I say, what will King George get out of Jamaica?
What? These people don't understand. You see, and that is why they want to take
If you
civics
don't
to school.
research before that, what will King George get out of Jamaica?
Who's King George?
No, the priest tried to King George, man. There was another queen again and a king, you know.
What in the name don't George? A Charles in name.
Charles, I'm station mate, man. A Charles Schwartz, man.
What they will get out of Jamaica and what people need to understand when you study civics is that whatever resources that is developed from a Commonwealth country, they have to get royalty from it because in essence, they are still the ones who are in charge of the country.
Yeah, because they were getting the so-called independence after them that run Jamaica.
No, I beg to differ. I beg to differ from Dr. Sam on that.
That's what I study in philosophy. When
Dr.
I did
Sam,
my degree in philosophy, yes.
no, I beg to differ on that one.
On what basis?
Huh?
On what basis?
No, I don't. They don't really get anything. I mean,
What?
Mickey.
no, man. Huh?
Then you have to come with your facts when you talk about your better
Come with your
No.
facts, you know.
Alright, well, I'm saying something to Mickey, me answer Mickey. We
Yeah.
can understand what Mickey has said, because here what no. to the man, even at England right now, you know, so the man, the king or whatever, they might get things from little money, but those are not them really run the country. It's just a figurehead, like we have the manager, just a figurehead. You know, you have no powers like England and like have no say in our way of life. Maybe at that point, I make you come from still.
In a real life, I true what Dr. Sama said.
No, I beg to differ still.
Remember,
so
until we
what
get
do
to
they
that,
call the?
we have to get
What
to
do they
that.
refer to the Jamaican lawyers as?
You mean some Queen's
King's
Council?
Council.
King's Council. What does that mean? It means that the rules and the laws of the land are dictated by King Charles.
That's what happened. It's usually monarchic. That's it's more symbolic. It doesn't really affect what. Yeah?
I disagree. It's not just symbolic. If it was just symbolic, they would not. If it was just symbolic, they would not want to hold on to certain countries and certain things that's going on. You see what's going on with Burkina Faso? You see what's going on with Burkina Faso and France? You see what's going on with Eritrea and France? You see how France is losing a lot in economy because of these guys who are saying you can't dig our gold no more, you can't mine our gold, you can't print the money for us no more. Do you realize that even when you look at Burkina Faso and even Eritrea, France print the money for them. They weren't even allowed to print their own money. And when France print the money for them, instead of just sending it to them, France sell it to them. So they are buying their own currency in order to use it. And these are the kind of stuff that monarchies and stuff have over these countries.
Dr. Sam, we asked about the king. We just want to talk about the King Council. Even the Jamaican lawyers that use the King Council, them can charge more. When they get that prime title and charge more money too.
All right,
hold on. Omalo said, none of Jamaica resources not going to Britain.
What these guys get? Where did these guys study? Where they did their philosophy? Where they did their civics? Britain control it.
No, I don't think so, Dr. Sam. To be honest,
All right.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not saying. Look here. I'm not. Look here. I'm not saying you're. But I've never read or have seen anything that says anything like that.
Canada, same thing. Australia, same thing. All of these big countries that are under the British rule, they control them. Go and check it out. Anything 3 feet below the ground. If you went into your backyard on your piece of land in Jamaica right now and you dig and find oil 3 feet below the ground, it belongs to King Charles.
No, man. To the government, not King Charles.
What is man trying to say to me?
No.
Sir, I am giving you from not just civics but philosophy that we study. Because when we study our stuff in university, these are the kind of things that they taught us. And that is why when they were, you see that money that's being used to build the adolescent hospital in Montreal, that money was actually destined to build a prison. England wanted to build a prison right there.
Dr. Sam, we have some reading for you because look like some error at say. Hold on there.
I'm writing that quickly. Check it out.
The Christian say
But
they ask the question and say the money get nothing from Jamaica. Right? Hold on, we have to read everything. I said, does the King of England get any royalty from Jamaica? It said no. Nobody knows nothing now, no listen. The King of England, King Charles III, does not receive any royalty or direct payment from Jamaica. Here's how it works. Jamaica is an independent nation since 1962, although King Charles III is the constitutional monarch and head of state. His role is mostly ceremonial. The Governor General represents locally, but that office is funded entirely by the Jamaican government, not the British Crown. No taxes, profits, or royalties from Jamaica go to the King or the British government. The King, in does not own any Jamaican land, businesses, or natural resources. So he has no financial claim to Jamaican wealth. In short, Jamaica recognizes the king as a symbolic figurehead under the Commonwealth system. But all money made in Jamaica stays in Jamaica. Whoa, you to mind the man I'll come out of the box, my youth. Yeah. I'm not sure which one. Jamaica owns its natural resources. All right. Listen now. Here's why. Jamaica. All right. May I ask it again? Chat GPT. Say, if there is oil found in Jamaica, does the king get anything out of it? Right? It's a Jamaica owns its natural resources since independence 1962. Jamaica's land, water, and natural resources, including oil, minerals, and bauxite, belong solely to the Jamaican state and people, not the British crown. The monarchy is only symbolic. King Charles III is Jamaican head of state in name only. He does not make laws, own properties, or control economic assets in Jamaica. His representative, the Governor General, acts only on the advice of the Jamaican government. If oil is discovered, the government of Jamaica would manage it through state agencies and local or foreign companies. Any profit, royalties, or taxes would go into Jamaican national revenue, not the king pocket. Alright, we have to go for you.
So when we have the thing, what make we not just leave and go and go to business?
No, but
We not need the king.
Quitty, that is exactly what Punkos I said last night. And they're just symbolic thing.
They wouldn't know a symbolic and never just that another thing.
But Mickey, as much as England are feeling place, it's a similar thing in England too. You might get little something in England, but they still a figure in England too, because none of powers. I like one time when King and Queen used to run country, brother. And that's why they found the Westminster. That's why they found the Westminster system.
The government support them in England, you know.
Yes, see me. Yeah, but what may I say? They are still a figurehead in England, same way too.
Yeah.
I just finished my psychology and my
Mr. Charles, I see you joining, coming at the box. Mr. Charles, we want to talk to you. Come at the box, the boss. Send a request, please, sir.
who's that, Mr. Purnell?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was
Smitty, you think, let's reason. What ChatGPT just said and that, you think that just for symbolic reason, they want to hold on to these 139 countries just for symbolic reasons?
no, but
Well,
what? All right, they have a thing, where even as what Dr. Sam is saying, holding on, yeah, in a sense, because they want to keep the Commonwealth going. But I don't know, maybe just to as a symbol of
hold on. Queen Bar said not everything we read in on Google are true. And
what I study in philosophy tells me totally different from what you just read. And these philosophical readings that I did when I was doing my undergrad came all the way down from the British system.
Well, may I say, you understand this, conspiracy and everything, too, So some things at the face side of that, so you really under the skin of the thing, kind of different, too.
Look here, Scooty, remember I read this last night, when I was going through something, Doc, I saw this little thing and I wrote it down. It said, as the English poet Tennyson once noted, Britain is a crowned republic, one in which the monarch reigns but does not rule. The Queen acknowledged these limits in her first televised address to the country in 1957. I do not give you laws or administer justice, but I can do something else. I can give you my heart and my devotion to these whole highlands and to all the people of our brotherhood of nations, he said. So it is just saying that the money, I don't know, because as I'm seeing, as what Doc was saying, they want to hold on to it. They want
Yeah,
to
but
become
if you study these world powers, hold on, let's say something. If you study these world powers for Rome, come back straight down. They put certain things in up front, but certain things that are like conspiracy behind all the things too.
No, what I'm saying, Chromas, there are countries like India, South Africa, countries that have thing there, that move away from the monarch system and have republic, but they still are part of the Commonwealth.
Yeah, you got no worry. You got always a part of the Commonwealth. That not gonna change, really. You see what
They don't have the king as, look here, they don't have the king as said us, the
yes,
monarch as
but the history will show you tell us say you still get independence from England. That's why they
I invite.
You understand what I mean? The history going to show you still get independent from England, and England used to colonize you.
The box for Mr. Pernell chance.
Yeah, so somebody can give one a top box. Somebody keep somebody can go and give not prefer a top box.
Stay, man. I have a box away. It's alright.
Okay.
You can't take me out for.
Not you, keeper.
Come in Brighty.
No, you know something. So no, what may I say? You know something. Say Ella Charles, I was like over the top.
One can go on top too, but not be on top all the time.
All right, woman, stay on the top, ladies. Rockstone, what go on? I didn't know say you there, but I didn't realize. What go on, friend?
You want Chromas, me there, me bad. Me there.
All right, I say you're G keeper part original link up that.
Hey, you know.
Two bad people, you know.
So what you say about the letter there? Croman.
Man going too bright, squid.
We never really get into the letter. When we hear talk about it, we never too.
Me no know Jamaica people this one little nasty looking white man and have it.
But I want to present the man there is a
still around behind him. The media, civil society. Them not say the man a star with country.
No, Rockstone. The no business boat that is all about them.
And when anything cold.
They're vaccinated.
When anything he pick up in family and him gone,
And I really mark gold in it. It's all about PNP, Because if I'm dogging up the sort of same way, then I dog I go on the same like Pat Golden and back the same way. It's all about PNPism and cultism. That is it.
If anything, just like how the Azan girl jump in a private jet and go Florida and a boast fan way. If anything I say, we might go live up in family and left with
yes.
So hey, you all realize what this gentleman came out and talk about they need to cut down the civil service and pay them less. What is happening right now that a lot of people are not talking about is that about 3 years ago, teachers in the private school system in Jamaica were making more money than teachers in the public system. About last year or the last 2 years, the private system is now losing teachers to the public system.
Yes.
Because the public teachers now are making more money than they are based on the way that the government has set it up. And so what Mr. Mahfoud is talking about.
Yeah.
So what Mr. Mahfoud want before the elder come in, elder Charles come in. That's one more thing.
Hold on.
All right.
From London, then we'll talk to Mr. Charles. Good night, Mr. Pernell Charles. Don't move a muscle.
Good night, sir.
Yeah, don't move a muscle. Hold on there.
So basically what is happening is that the public sector now are getting decent pay. Remember, that in 2016, a teacher was taking home around 110,000 a month. Back just this year, they were told that they were taking home over 280,000 a month. So the public sector workers are now getting proper pay, are now being compensated handsomely, and so that is why a lot of the private sector people, they don't want to come up and start paying people properly.
All right,
and that's why they're starting that.
All right, and I'm not gonna say it. I was want something was quick before the elder come in.
Yeah, man, I done.
Yeah, what me I say, just continue what I said a while ago. And that we're not gonna say to you, the private sector people, all them have to do is step up the pace and put in performance and put in more work and whatever, invest more and put in production and match up with the public with with the public sectors, the civil servants, that them for do. Instead of doing what under Prof. say away, I want to name the cheap labor style, and I want to pay people as you said, Dr. Sam. That is it. They need to step up and match the public sector wages. Anyway, Elder.
All right.
Get the Elder the mic now.
Yeah, man. Good night, Mr. Charles. Go on.
You hearing me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
How are you?
Let me mute your mic, Mikey. Mickey.
Are you hearing me?
What I make nice, man. Yes, sir.
Which,
Yeah, man.
which box I'm to split as I... Oh, you mean press my box?
No, you all right, man. You all right now.
You hearing me now?
Yes, man. I hear you, man.
But me not see you again. Where you going?
You not see me?
No.
You see me?
No, every time I thought something wrong, you know.
Nah, man. I touch
Let me
nothing,
touch
man.
again.
Just talk how you is now.
Let's talk about we are here, Elder Charles, man. We are here, one talk, Elder Charles. Good night.
Good night, sir. How are you?
Yeah, man. I look for you for the last time you come on the program, you know.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna hang up this phone and come back on you with the other phone because I'm not hearing you too well.
You not hear me?
I'm not hearing you too well. The other phone that I use,
Yeah. All right.
I can hear you better, so I'm
I want
going
to talk to you about this guy. You remember the guy where we like go help? We like go assist?
Hold on, I'm gonna go and get that one because
All right. Get that phone and come back.
But we are here clear now.
You maybe you not hear it.
We are here clear, Sir P.
No, you must say you quit it in the you properly.
But maybe phone have a
I'm
problem.
hearing you, eh? You cannot use in order only.
Yeah, you hear me now?
Them when used to hear right at coming in years.
You hear me now, Mr. Charles?
Yeah, I'm hearing you, but I'm not seeing you, so...
Yeah, man.
Oh,
You're not seeing me. Press the camera.
no, let me try to think.
Press by your picture and press the camera picture. And you're going to see you. So we will see you. Press on your picture and you're going to see the camera sign come up. Press on that.
You guys are expert on these things, you know. He's an old man.
Yeah, man. All right, just go and talk then.
I see a P where you were supposed to be.
No, it's are you that with the P, you know?
Are you that the P, Elder Charles? Are you that, man? Are you that the box? That the green, greenish? The green color box is here.
Hearing you, you know. I'm hearing you, but I'm not seeing you again.
Come on, don't worry about that, sir.
Don't worry
Just
about
talk.
that, man.
Just talk. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
here,
talk.
man.
Talk,
Mine
man.
a pussy ass, Mr. Charles.
Yes. Oh,
Don't worry about that, man. You see me, man. I squint, you know. I squint here.
no, I say I'm hearing you, but I'm not seeing you. I was
Alright.
seeing you. I was
We
seeing
don't want to
you.
see, we want to hear. I hear we want to hear.
Don't worry about the scene, man. Don't go get down with it and all the reason.
No, sir. Jamaica people don't have blessing.
Hold on. Anyway, go ahead, talk. I hear you. What you
Yeah,
say?
yeah. You remember we that talk about this youth to the inside and we that talk to him, Peter Shane. And he was in the inside and him that talk about how him change him life and go to school. And we now give him some cement. You hear me, Mr. Charles?
Yeah?
Do you remember the guy who was talking about?
You know, take your age, man, so... I know you're going to do. Well, that's what we try to see if we can put... Oh, I'm going to
The Jamaica Labour Party the opportunity to continue the work.
Breaking news. The unthinkable. This time, whole kitchen.
Mr. Charles. Mr. Charles.
Make him change him phone then. Make him change him phone then.
Mr. Charles. Boy. Change your phone, man. Go on with it there.
What's that?
No, I want to talk to you about this guy, but change your phone if you have to.
All right, okay. But we change and come back for you.
Yeah, man. Come on, talk to you about this bridge, you know.
Miss gone, you know, Mr. Charles.
Yeah, Squitty.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What thing there? You know, what Dr. Sam was saying about when first the government moved the pay structure up to 80% of those.
170 people we have 8.6K. One tune tonight. We don't finger numb. We top up the screen, man. Top up the screen.
I have to hear people busy. Knock up the screen. Knock you up. Knock you up.
Yes, Mikey, yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Knock over here. What are they, Mikey? People
Mikey,
who knock up the screen. Eh?
I'm Mickey or Mikey.
Okay,
I'm making that, man. I'm making that. I'm making that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Charles, that's him. I put Charles.
You don't understand the phone, man. I phone, you don't really understand.
Play with it.
Yeah. You have to maybe drop him out of the box and we can come up back with the next phone.
Tap up the screen. Tap up the screen.
Come on back with the next.
The screen and send the roses and send whatever, whether pig, dog, rat or post. Send up the gift them. Send them up. Tap up the screen. Me said tap up the screen. I just will not even get 1,000 yet. I want to show no, but maybe cost you tonight, yeah. Send the post, the dog, the rat, not the teeth.
That's it. Send back a request there. We put you in your box. Yeah, man. We will check out this brother here. John T. Hello, John T.
You want me there?
Well, go on.
Why me there, my youth? I go and listen.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's up? What up on your mind?
Why we don't have South St. James, my youth, they suffer, my youth. You know, see people them sell we out down here.
South St. James, you there?
Yeah, man, South St. James, man. Oma down here and Nikisha and all this.
Okay.
The fake girl, the fake body spotty there.
Yeah.
So hold on there. So are you one of them who sell out Uma?
No, no, say that, man. No, Virgin, you can't say that, man. I say that, man. Me grieve to all my mother and grieve we turn down there, so.
So how do you make that happen down there?
Well, may I show you, Virgin. Remember, I say South St. James, no, man, and the whole Westmoreland now over and I don't see spot at Jamaica that, yes, sir.
And we are saying?
Yeah, man, I don't see spot at Jamaica.
What are you saying?
Them are money and them are people come down here so like they want everything handled. They don't want work, you understand me?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, they don't want work for what?
If you say buy them out.
Yeah, well, they're not JB, the girl give it down here, make, she win down here, brother. JB buy them.
What do you mean, JB?
Rum them buy them.
From them sell out woman for? Really?
Rum?
Rum and money run to man. Money run down there to man.
John. Well, I want to down they get promise and I'm go get a little piece of the pump, but I don't know if I go share for so much I want to boy down there.
Yo, me can't get no promise to that, cause me not take, me not sex water.
Right.
John, you know that they mix up the man.
John, they not a fast body at all.
John, talk a little. Hold on. Look at that to John little. So, John.
Yeah, man, me I hear, go on.
You say, I saw the people in love rum down there that little JB buy them out.
Yeah, man. They're in a Maroon Town era and the era, yeah, man, my youth.
Oh.
Maroon Town, Cambridge, Catadopa, Anchovy. All of them the era, them, my youth. Garland.
Oh, them a deep rural place like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, deep rural, man. If you notice,
Them wild like so hog.
Man, the part of it, all of the western region, all of the western, the poorest part.
Like in the bush, like.
Yeah, and a PMP, when PMP stronghold from Michael Manley days come up. You understand me? I didn't take them out.
Oh,
The
so
labor
for them see, then get back then.
eh?
And for them see, then get back.
But Derek Kelly had quit there. Derek Kelly had run this about 30 years, you know.
And Derek Kelly has seen that way the man.
He
Them
run
man
this about 30 years, you know, Squitty.
So,
I know
okay,
the people
so
them down there.
you live there right now, John?
right them there they talk to you. Now.
All
Right
right.
there.
Come out and down there, go bala war one of them, yeah, John. Go bala.
You see somebody come out, one of the people one day where Nikisha say, the man I walk up and down in the place.
Yeah, man, but he might eat that because he may down here they walk up. He may down here they walk up and down now. So me don't know how if he say that and Omar Davis still have 6,000 votes. Because I just buy 100 he win the man or 100.
Then John, me not hear him promise him I get the whole on the water down there by 100 days.
Yo, me no want no water for now, no, my girl, because me have
But
no
she
black.
promise she talking big and bold and the media say 100 days I get the whole on down the water. So we waiting on it. We want to see him how she gonna do that.
Yeah, but Omar Davis start the project already. Omar Davis start the project to give people the water, you know. So him almost reach like 60%.
Oh, so it's your bank on.
Yes.
Oh, work we done already, but look at them.
Yeah, but Omar Davis reached 60% at just some cross piece to going and then the road for fix. So me don't know what she they talk about. It's a brand new system Omar Davis put in.
Me know. Because the Prime Minister said road and water and priority, so me don't know where she a come with.
You know,
Me surf them down there now because that the plastic body can't climb down the hills and valley when me see Oma climb surf down there.
no man, not sorry for me now, because my house run independent now.
Rockstone, Charlie, that the constituency in the car, Kingston, she live, you know.
Me know.
Yeah. Me have black tank now, man. Me have how much gallon a black tank, man. Me have about 8,000 water stored in my yard now. Me have satellite internet and me.
John, me not really mean you, you know, me I mean the 6,000 hard labor right them because PMP are saboteurs, you know. Once them come in, them not look and labor right, you know.
No man, but let me tell you man, you see labor right them independent. Me can't tell you that.
Okay,
Them
okay.
alright. We don't have to pussy over them. Because all labor right down here so work hard now. And all labor right have them things down here so. But you see the PMP them don't suffer. Because I hand out, then they look that side them food feed girl.
I know like one time, Andrew is the Prime Minister now. I know free for all again. You see him tell you before Dan got get money on site, him send police and soldier upon that.
Yeah. Me I tell you, and guess what? You see development down near so either go on up because see the Westmoreland they get to a brand new airport. And then they get to a brand new
All them call for them name.
you understand me? And over they get too much hotel. And this South End jail they get too much farming equipment and then so and then vote out the man. Them alright. None of them can look for me, man. Me I tell you.
Rockstone. John T, hold on a little bit there, John. This is something to Rockstone. Rockstone. It's like how you feel, you know, that's how me used to feel, but here one now. Remember that to the billions of them spend, you know, because here, remember some people right now.
No, Comas, because them say when they left the clock, when they call Daniel Lawrence, they say them Daniel Lawrence say, boy, if Daniel Lawrence already accept defeat
Yeah.
when he go on because Daniel Lawrence couldn't do nothing when the money went to him and roll out.
So, I'm finished with what I said to you. When I said to you still, you must understand, so then, although they spend billions and billions and deal the scripture and the whole party right down the same way, so we can't condemn them still. You see, although you have some little so-called labor, they may have more than the PMP, them, we get money and not go vote. If we get money from PMP and not go vote, who go vote for PMP? Because enough of them labor right have a fist are genuine labor right, then don't for them release a PMP that go win. I tell you that.
Yeah man, no for them.
That's how they do it.
Comas, you hear me, you one man say on TikTok, the man say, him couldn't believe him see so much labor right on the 2nd September. And he said by the 3rd of September, the whole of them turn back MP. Me say, me couldn't laugh, you know. Him say amount of labor right when him see in a constituency and he say by the 3rd of September, he see whole of them now reach gang and vote for PMP.
Yeah,
Then
man.
get money,
And they
man.
get the money run, money
Yeah,
run.
they switch back. Instead them switch back.
No, that's why the PNP, then they remember the PNP don't know for campaign pan pay propaganda and personal attacks and all kind of foolishness. It's foolishness, though. Remember, that's why if he said PNP that hype up, so you know, because they know, so they have the bag of money, because they get 5 million from what name there, from JPS. 500 million from Algeria, that's $500 million. They get from Venezuela 10 million US. They get from Tanquil, they get from who they get from who they get in the campaign. So they have a whole heap of money, so them fees they couldn't buy. That's why they can't believe them lose all now. Yes, see, because the fees they have them plan to buy out the election. And the fees they couldn't buy everybody. Yeah, man, Tanquil back them too, man.
And see the man come out to one of the plan where them they have come as to cut the public sector. They couldn't keep it no more, him come out, come
No,
talk.
because you want them gamble. Because you know rocks too, most of them gamble and lose.
No.
Because
You know, see them can't think, couldn't think it, them can't friends.
but it's a bond them, that bond them.
Nobody go gamble with them this time, so again. Because
Them put up
Comas,
money
in that
for
channel line of Comas, when I time me feel nervous in the Comas, kai, oh, the man, them a go and sure, you know, man. Oh, me,
Yeah,
the
man,
man, them a
that's...
go and sure, me say,
Yeah, man,
no, man.
Well, it know if it happen, because it is a destiny. If you understand, say, as much as we are Labour beat the PNP them, but I will on the TikTok and a blog and a whatever. God Almighty have an eye to it, a spiritual thing too. God know him, God have a play in this too. PNP curse. That I'm trying to tell you now in a while. But a weakness and evilness of people though. For the 70s come a Green Beer, what name there? Gold Street. Kind of foolish there. Even tied all them something there.
Homeless when them take out work, feel dumping and them money.
People are evil, them are Satan. Remember, say, them not sure what Twitter say. No matter what gospel, all of we must meet where you keep and the gospel control, they can't help you know. They should say them are Satan.
Them did
Yes,
sure
sir.
do Comas. Comas them they sure, you know?
Yeah, but
Sure, you know, Comas?
we should say God show them a sign too. You see, they will attack the prime minister about 28 bank account, and they get 28 seats.
But Comas,
I feel
you know,
they know about that.
you know, if I see them they show about too, Rhoda. Them they
Yeah.
show about Rhoda seat like night
Yeah,
fellas.
they go and fight them. Yeah, man, I should say God have on the night, man. Because them a big man to throw off in a brother.
And more than 3 years still there. Them they against Rhoda man and Rhoda kick them left, right and center.
Remember, say the Labour tell sticker up and tell us that they want bike and sitting to you.
But Comas, them not have no sense in no Comas. Because one at a time, you know me hear Mark Golding say. Mark Golding said that once he win the 3 Westmoreland seat, PNP going back to government, he never check the 3 whether VN seat, you know, he never check Frank Witter, Floyd Green and Bobby Montague seat, you know, he might concentrate on Westmoreland.
Yeah,
And some part of
Everybody know that.
Elizabeth. And he mean that check for Juliet Cuthbert
Yeah,
seat
can I forget them to see them?
Juliet and Favour Williams.
I'm not forget when in the seat too. If you before we didn't forget when in the fly green seat too.
Yes. You don't forget Fly Green and Frank with a seat and Bobby Montague seat.
Yeah. And I told you, don't forget about Gantown side, about Flavor.
Don't forget the 2 Juliet and Favour Williams.
Yes. That everybody knows that's an election, that's the seat, I forget.
So where them concentrate on God, make them concentrate on the wrong seat, them. Them concentrate
No,
on the wrong
but everybody knows that Westmoreland alone can't make you an election.
But that Mark Golding say no listen to the whole man then.
Well, listen up, but tell you, Braxton, what tell you what happened? I'm going to tell you about the PNP definitely do. Them that campaign, them run away in the campaign, a base campaign, we draw them base.
Yeah, man.
Then don't
And you know,
campaign
see-
for get independent.
But Comas, you know, see, most of them man, them will win like all day in the campaign. You know, so them no campaign. You don't realize that them no campaign.
I'm only them use money.
All the hug
What
you
does it mean I
want
said to you?
speakers don't in the campaign, you know. In the
No, man.
campaign.
You know, yes, I feel he win early in the people.
He will receive back them on the way. Him first declare.
Well, the man, people that vote for that kind of thing. You see what I talk about, what they are trying to accuse
Hold
the
on,
party.
Mr. Charles, there again.
All right.
You say the mic word. Mr. Charles,
Oi.
you up here now?
No, sir.
Let me know, sir.
Because my little grandson not here for show me which one for touch.
So hold on, you want me to see your hour?
You seen me?
No, you want me to see you?
I seen you. What is that you have in your hand? Cigar?
It's a pen, a
No,
pen.
a pen, but I can't see up here, man. A pen.
A pen.
All right, then let's quit it. Make him talk. Let's quit it.
Yeah, hear it out. Make another chance.
You had it in your mouth. You look like it was a cigar.
Nah, man, I'm a pen, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yes, I. So, look all the reason now, no?
What the brother saying now?
Yeah, more and clear up with him. We get some assistant for him, you know.
Remind me where you talk about Quitty. Remind me where you talk about.
Mr. Charles, we're talking about the youth named Peter. Peter Shane, the guy with inside. Remember the guy with the 100 bag of cement? We'll talk to him.
Yes.
All right.
Well,
we get some assistant.
Since we start the night, things go with the night,
Yeah. Well, we get some assistant, right? 35. We get 35.
Man. Call me tomorrow, man. Call me tomorrow and I work up some.
Give me not have a number. You have to give me a number.
Huh?
You have to give me the number.
You mean put my number in the box?
Because me not try link you and me send a message to you, inbox you, and you never answer it.
Yeah, what I'm saying.
Remember, they not to understand it in a Quitty. They don't really understand how to. Yeah.
Man, for the grandson.
And I will straight now, the cement thing.
Put it back in grandson, check it.
I make a contribution from my pension.
Yeah, man, because we get 35 already, But we want to also contact you because we don't want you publicize the number.
Now I don't know where I said by years here only what we want for years. So.
Leave a link from Babsy.
You call me tomorrow anytime in the day.
Yeah, but you me tell you so I don't have the number. We need the number to call you. How may I get the number?
You need a number.
Yeah. We can't give you my number, You want to write down my number?
Call me tomorrow. Let's see. You have a pen? Yes, you
Yeah,
have a
man.
pen anymore.
Yeah, me have a pen.
Quit it. I'm making your number.
No, don't make him do it in number.
Make him do that. People to PMP them, the people them stay
Quitty,
too.
but they give you your number. We can take your number.
Right, take my number, Mr. Charles.
PMP them go arrest the man.
Yeah, man.
Take my number. Take this number.
Take this number. You can take this number. I give you a number.
No, Mr. Charles, don't give me number.
Don't do it on the ear. Don't do it on the ear, Elder. Don't give us the number.
Hold on, the man of, This is a public number, Mr. Charles.
Call me somewhere tomorrow. Get somewhere for
Mr.
me.
Charles.
And I will give you.
Mr. Charles. Mr. Charles.
Nah, you're a good squitty.
This number you talk about is a public number?
Yeah.
All right, so you can't give it because it's a public number. I know your private number, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that, man.
Nah, you're good in a squitty. Nah, you're a good squitty. Years again, probably look like. Nah, you're so good.
Quit to the PNP, then we got troll the man.
Mm-hmm.
Then
All right,
turn.
write down, Mr. Charles, write down this number. Mr. Charles.
876.
Jesus Christ.
No, don't give me the number. No, don't give me the number.
Now give me that way.
No, take my number.
Huh?
Mr. Charles, get a pen, Mr. Charles. You get a pen.
Hold on,
All right. Hold on.
Take my
I'm
number,
gonna
Mr. Charles.
Hold on. I'm gonna get a pen. Now you give me a
Get
number.
a
Hold
pen.
on.
Yeah, get a pen. Because anybody call me, I don't want to talk to them. They can't afford it.
That's better. You guys are
Yeah, let's take my number. You ready?
better than I thought.
Yeah, because we want assist Mr. President. Because he's a youth to change him life and We don't want him to go back where he used to be.
I'm protecting there's a charge of protecting too, you know?
From.
Yeah.
That charge of in the hearing aid that
Oh,
time.
man, too much people
Yeah.
talk, man. Hold up, Mr. Charles, you ready? Mr. Charles. No, Mr. Charles, no, don't give me your number. Take my number.
Yes, you're going to give me your number, but
Yes, write it down, and then you can call me. On
yeah,
WhatsApp.
give me that number.
514
Eh?
514
514
514 585
Start again. 514
585
585
0150.
055
No, 01
01
5
5 5 what?
0.
50. So let me tell you now. That's 514 585 0150.
Right. And you put one in front, I can store it in a WhatsApp and call me on WhatsApp.
Me call you on that number.
Squitty, make you put Squitty.
Me call you on that number
Write
tomorrow.
down
And
Squitty.
then,
Write down
and then we'll
Squitty.
take it from you.
Write down Squitty.
Huh?
Write my name, Squitty. SQUITTY.
Yeah, man. SQUITTY.
Yeah.
You're coming like little bird.
I'm a name, man. You must have tell us my name Asquith, you know.
I'm a squid, you know.
My name Asquith.
John Squid, John Stewart.
Yeah.
If you was a country boy, you know, you know, a bird named Robin, Red Robin.
Yeah. Yeah, why yellow bird?
Everybody can shoot him because he no fly. My father said if you ever shoot and bring over a robin, you get a beating. Leave him alone because he not fly from and run from nobody.
Yeah. Look at your ball, please. So,
Alright.
I could talk some politics and all.
Scotty, I will call you tomorrow, yeah?
Yeah?
I'll call you tomorrow.
Yeah, man. But I could talk some politics before you go, no, man.
Huh?
I could talk some politics before you go.
Yeah, go ahead, right now.
No, me say, what do you think about the letter when Mark Golan write to Prime Minister?
Mark Golan do what?
The letter when write to Mr.
Listen, man,
Andy.
let me tell you something. The letter was published in the Observer today. And there were, I think, 12 comments. I would want you to read the comments at the end of the article. And there was not one of those comments that was
What's the
supporting it.
title of the article, Mr. Charles?
You need to read that. Read the comments.
Yeah, man.
That
Tell me the name of the
come
article.
under
The name of the article in the Observer.
The Observer produced the letter that him sent, right? And people were asked to comment, and the commentaries in the Observer, I think, is 12 response, and not one supported what he was saying, right? Because what he is looking, he wants to be in the opposition and run government.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He went out there 3 years straight, nearly every day. While we were running government, he was running the people out there, telling them all kind of things, how and to thief on him this and him that. And the people say, we want this man. And now him come, he want to run government. They don't elect him, so he want to run government by his own way. But, you know...
And if you not go the way, then his way or the highway.
It is bothering me because the young people of this country are listening to radios and television news, and the leaders, political leaders, are not uniting the country so that the people can work together. Right? There are two bulls in a past and fighting to see if he can kill one for him to get Jamaica House. That's a very sad thing, but as a man, them say me 60 I know, so 5 years time him reach what? A little older. I don't think that he will be around. It can take 5 years of hardship.
Let me ask you something, Mr. Charles. Did you think he really want Jamaica to become a republic?
If I think he really want what?
Yeah.
If I think he really want what?
Jamaica to become a republic. You think he really want it to happen?
Well, I don't think that is something that one could comment on. Everybody feel that after you get independence, it's a general thing. All countries are going to republic. That doesn't make any difference, That doesn't make any difference. You get less, probably, but to tell me that you want what Norman Manley and Bustamante did 60 odd years ago to be what you want you and Andrew to do now. Forget that. A different life. Right? People are going to say you are in the opposition. Wait until the government bring the thing to parliament. You make your comment. And if you have majority of parliamentarians supporting you, they'll vote with you. But if you don't have it, you can't get it. In fact, the Constitution of Jamaica that we have now said that it's we, the people who are not in parliament, must take that decision. You must have a referendum if the people want, and if them say no, there'll be no republic. Because once you put it out there and the people vote that they don't want it, they want to stay as they are, you can't do nothing about it. And I warned them years ago that if you go to a referendum, you may very well hear the people say them like what them have right now, them not want to go different. And that is the end of those of us who would like to have a republic. So you have to wait until the matter come to parliament. You can't tell me that because you're a leader of the opposition, you must tell the government what to do. Right? Come to parliament, make a presentation, and let the speaker put the matter before the parliament. And if you get the majority of people voting with you, that's it. That's a democracy that we have. That's a democracy that's around the world.
Sure.
You can't say that because you would do that if you had got more votes. Then you say what's going to get 42 and you get 20 something. And you want to tell me now that you want to stay in the opposition and run the government.
Yeah, but Mr. Charles, you don't think him should have talked to he should have taken up the offer to go talk to Mr. Chuck. Because Mr. Chuck is the constitutional lawyer.
Yes, man, I was a minister for many years. And when a matter come to the cabinet that fall under my portfolio, it is my responsibility to discuss it, not the Prime Minister.
Right.
And this matter fall under
opposition counterpart was the same portfolio like you.
Huh?
You are going to discuss it with your opposition counterpart who was the same portfolio like you.
Shadow.
Said that we had a little drop down a while ago. Go ahead.
No, may I say, you would I take it up and talk to your counterpart, the opposition, about the same thing, like who know about constitution. You'd have talked to the person on the other side who is responsible for that portfolio. You and him meet.
Yeah. Well, hold on. My Wi-Fi dropped a while ago. I'm in the hills, you know, so you have to.
But where you want to
Whether or not.
where you clear? So when him say him no want to talk to Mr. Chuck, you think that's right?
Yes, I am saying that whoever wants to discuss this matter, the person who's chairing the discussion is the minister, Mr. Chuck, not
Right.
the Prime Minister. And the
Right.
Prime Minister cannot chair anything until Mr. Chuck carries it to Parliament
Yeah.
and make a presentation.
Yeah.
Any parliamentarian, including the Prime Minister, including Mr. Golden, can get up and make a presentation. There, the Prime Minister has no authority to discuss it. You know, he can if he wants, but really, it comes under Chuck. So anybody
Right.
who wants to discuss
Prime Minister
it,
is not a liar. Prime Minister is not a liar.
the Prime Minister is not a lawyer.
Right.
Right? But if the Prime Minister wants to have a discussion, he has to also go and ask and sit with Mr. Chuck and have his discussion. Or come
Right.
to Parliament and Mr. Chuck make the presentation, whatever
Exactly.
decision his group agree to. Right? And if he agrees that it must go to a referendum, as the Constitution now says, you remember me tell you that the people of Jamaica may not accept. They may say no.
What they care about the other side, Elder Chuck. The people can say yes to. They want the Republic. The Republic.
They can't say yes. And if they say yes, that's it. In fact, let me say, as far as I'm concerned, I wish that they say yes. Because it is
And yes, more than we said too.
it's not going to make much difference, you know, but it is popular that independent countries, right, run their own business as a republic. You understand? Nothing is wrong with that. But for the past 60 years, we've been, as we are now, what difference you think it's going to make? You think you're going to get more money? You think
It's
you're
not
going to
going
get
to
more
make difference, but at least we know that the colonial foolishness where them have for and we are for a long time.
What Queen and them say there.
I don't think you will agree.
And I swear for the king, when in a parliament about I swear to the king and them thing there. No
Left to
allegiance.
me,
I swear allegiance to the Jamaican people who are here.
when I was in the cabinet, my position was, I don't see why we have to go to no CCJ. I got to know British to settle our thing. If you have a Supreme Court in Jamaica, if we don't trust our Jamaican Supreme Court judges to settle things on King Street, I don't see why we have to go ask somebody who don't know the situation to decide. I personally would say it must settle in Jamaica, not
We believe that too,
CCJ,
brother. We believe
not
that
Britain.
too.
When there is an appeal, the appeal must come. We have good judges in Jamaica.
I
And it
believe
don't
that
cost
too,
us no
brother.
extra money. You can walk from Crossroad down to Supreme Court. You don't have to fly in no plane, right? And pay no hotel bill. You can come in from bus and go to court.
Yes.
And I am saying,
that too.
I am left to me. I am not speaking for the government. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I believe that the government of Jamaica, the people of Jamaica, should settle their matter in Jamaica, and that we have enough judges in Jamaica with respect and loyalty to Jamaica, that if there is a dispute the Supreme Court of Jamaica should decide what the settlement is. Not somebody in England who don't know it. Not somebody in Trinidad who don't know what's going on here.
Yeah. True.
Right? But as I say, I have no
Mr. Charles,
objection.
me no cut you. Me no cut you, Mr. Charles. I think that one of them sticking points, you know.
Say it again.
I think that is one of them sticking points. One of Mark Golding them sticking points. The CCJ.
Yes, that is one of the points because he wants to go down to Trinidad with it.
Yes.
And as far as I'm concerned,
You know what?
some judges down there, right? And those judges could be down on King Street here to take the decision. But it's popular, so go ahead with it. I hope I don't have to put on a court that thing that.
I think that's why them not gonna do it, man. That's why I hold it up enough.
But the CCJ,
Yeah.
the CCJ that in Trinidad don't join it. The local
Yeah.
in Trinidad.
Squitty, good night.
Man, we have some bigger matters. I have some.
Where's the Mr. Charles? Hold on, Joshua. Where's the Mr. Charles?
Yeah. I
What
said,
it was-
I have something to tell you.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, I want you to tell me who is it that say that one day is 24 hours, but the working day is 8 hours. And 16 hours you waste sleeping and doing, well, not just sleeping, but 16 hours, 16 and 8 make 24, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, we thought that will do have production. But I have a solution to that. I see one man say that you must let out some of the public servants to go and work with them. You don't have to do that. What you need to do, as far as I'm concerned as a trade unionist, is to have 2 working periods. Nobody have to work 8 hours. You can work 7 hours and have 2 7 hours. That's 14 hours. Right now it's 8 hours, only 8 hours out of 24. And what you do the other 16? Sleep, you live on, do all kind of things. Whereas at least if you have 2, so you just solve the working bus problem. People leave them here at 6 o'clock now to reach work.
Yeah, shift system. You have a shift system.
Because everybody is on the thing. You need to have a system where some man get up 6 o'clock, leave them here at 6:30 and go to work by 7, right? Because it takes you half hour from up here to go downtown. If them wait till 7 o'clock, it takes you 2 hours.
Yeah.
2 hours going, 2 hours come. So at least 3 hours on the road driving.
Them have a 3 shift system in our workforce of foreign, you know.
And if you want additional production, what you need to do is put additional people to work, put additional machines.
Some graveyard shift,
Don't tell me, because right now, let me tell you something. You test it tomorrow.
You are snoring out that.
Test it tomorrow. From 3 o'clock, the road full. That means people start their work from 2:30.
Yeah.
Eh? And trying to reach home, pick up them picnic and come home. Now, if it was that half of the cars not on the road, it would take them half hour. Now, it take them 2 hours. So it's 2 hours come home and 2 hours go home. Right? So you're spending nearly 3 to 4 hours driving, burning gas, blocking or dropping sleep, doing all kind of thing on the road. Whereas there's a way, and there's a way as a trade union, I tell you. Nobody tell me that 1 8 hour out of 24-hour working can solve the problem. Nobody tell me that. What happens is, like in some of the other countries, they have 2 and 3 shifts.
Let me tell you, 3 shift run up as sometime most country. We live in country them. 3
7
shift.
hours, 3, 7, 21.
Yeah.
Right?
You have a graveyard shift for start.
Right now in Jamaica, you only have 8 hours working. And if a man got a little overtime, right? But it's an 8-hour work out of 24 hours. And I am proposing that you should have 2 shifts. That some people start from, leave them here at 6 o'clock, go to work, half hour in Kingston from 6:30 until say 1. That's 7 hours. You will have 7 hours in there. And then somebody cover that 2.
Big up, Steve. Yeah.
So, and by the time the road is clear, it take half hour come and half hour go home. Right now the road is full, it takes 2 hours to go and 2 hours to come.
But Mr. Charles, Mr. Charles, you're an elder statesman, Mr. Charles. Put them in them good idea to them, whoever you talk to.
Is that man? I am going to talk to some people.
Well, Angel, make him go now.
Yeah, man. What you need is to put another shift to work. If government have to give them permission to bring in machine duty free, right? That a man can say from 6:30 or 7 o'clock, 7, 5, 12, and 2. So by 2 o'clock, you are out. You can pick up your picnic. School finished that time, you can pick up your children and come home.
Yes. Good idea.
Right now, what you have is, you leave your yard from 6:30, you don't reach work till 8. And by 2 o'clock, you have to leave because you won't reach home till 6.
All right. Hold on, Mr. Charles. Hold on. Joshua wants to say something all the while. What he wants to say, Joshua? What go on?
Good night, Mr. Senior. How you doing?
All right, boy. I'm alive, you know.
Well, I would be afraid if I was talking.
How come you don't tell me happy birthday?
Man.
Let me tell you first, Miss.
Happy belated birthday, sir.
Mr. Senior, let me tell you first. Seeing as me and you was one-time friend, but because you're head greater than mine.
Because what?
Seeing as me and you are one-time friend, but because you're head greater than mine, you know, you decide, you know, no blackhead man be your friend again. You know?
No worry, I said, man, I'm going to put in switches. But because you might always say happy birthday. And on the 31st of September, I finished my 89. And the first, no, on the 21st of August, and on the 1st of September, I start my 90.
Mr. Senior, I don't know you're not liar, you know, so I don't know why you are fit according to the Americans then. You know, you can't reach them age there. Eh?
I can't do what?
You can't reach them age there. You're about 20 years, you're pardon 20 years by your age, man.
Listen, let me tell you something what you don't know. My father, grandmother, I knew her, and she died at 105. My mother, grandmother, I knew her. She died at 103. My mother died 103 months. So you might have to deal with me for a long
Uncle starts still brother.
All right. We're prepared to, sir. The only original half and half that we have in the country.
Yes, sir. What are some of the things that you have to do?
All right, so I want to share some ideas with you, though, Mr. Senior, and the rest of it.
I don't want to put out my formula on the air yet. What are the
Just keep back to that, talk to the right person, you know?
Yeah,
Mr. Senior, before you go, I want to share some ideas because I want to talk to Junior. I have some ideas that I want to share with him.
Yeah.
I'm in the States now, so one other thing I heard you mentioning about the shift system, but
Yeah.
is it so much a legislative issue as it is an employer's issue? Because the employers now have to become more creative. You know, I don't think that there are any laws prohibiting them from having an evening shift per se.
Well, you are in America, you know, it's an employer business,
Right.
right? But all of us grew up in a system where we hear that the working time in Jamaica is 8 hours.
Right. And I'm saying that
you go
even
to a
though,
hotel, or you go and play golf, or tennis, or dance, or go bar. Now, the point is this, that if you keep the present workforce, right, and you take the traffic off the road and then leave them here at 6 o'clock, they can reach work by 6:30.
right, and I
And
agree with
they
you, Mr.
leave
Senior.
here by 2 o'clock. Sorry, by 7:30. They leave 6:30. It take them half hour at that time till they reach work by 7. And if you give them 7 hours, you see, you're up 1, 2, and by that another 7. So you will get more people at work, and you'll get more production because you have 2 set of people working.
Right.
Who in the world tell me that the art of it is an 8-hour work day?
But
Mr. Charles, hold on, Joshua. This is on the Joshua. Hold on, Joshua. Hold on, Joshua. You have companies right now in Jamaica. The company I work with, the pipe part of it, Fast Rich. We go 24 hours, 2 shifts. I have D&G, you have couple, but you want some more factories to copy that.
I want to talk to your friend, Mr. Purdle, Charles Jr., because he's in the labor market,
Our friend, what are your
you
son?
know. And I would like to tell him that it would be a good thing for him to increase. If you don't increase production, we have a problem.
but
But the
Mr.
way to
Senior,
increase production
but just a second here, Mr. Senior.
retirement at 60. And a lot of people who get retirement at 65 go look another work, you know.
Hold on there, Mr.
The
Senior.
first thing after this, move the retirement age up to 70,
All right.
right?
So-
And
so-
if a person is sick
Yes, that's
and
true. That.
want, they're free to apply. But one man, only for man who leave the work at 65 now, go look another work.
Yes.
Mr. Senior, I want to share some nuggets. So here's what I was proposing. As a signatory to the ILO convention, and you being a former union man, know about the ILO convention, which Jamaica is. There's no law, no legislation that I know of that says that 8-hour period has to be in the AM only, right? What it says 8 hours or 40 hours per week, and anything over that is considered overtime, right? And you have to be given your lunchtime during that 8-hour period. In fact, I've seen a lot of companies in Jamaica breaching it, where they let the people work 9 hours and say that the hour that they got is their lunchtime. That's not how the ILO convention structure it. And you are much more adept at this than I could ever be, right? Now, what the companies need to do, this is not even the minister's prerogative. It's the company, as Chromas alluded to a while ago, that has to implement it to say, hey, if you're going to work with us, here is where our shift begins. And their shift can probably begin just at the cusp of the ending of the other shift. And it will help to alleviate some of the traffic issues that you mentioned. That's part of it, right? And it will also increase the labor force. One of the things that also, and I mentioned this about 2 days ago on another live, one of the things I observed here in America, and I believe that it will help the government to collect more revenue, increase productivity, and also alleviate burdens on the younger generation coming up, and give the older people a sense of being and belonging. What do I mean by that? In America, when you go to the dollar store, the Walmarts and these places, you see people up to 90 years old serving, being cashiers, and still being very productive. right? And I mean, beyond the retirement age, these people are still employed and participating in. I've never been to Canada, so I can't speak for Canada, but in America, that's how it happens.
Hold on, let me stick up in this, sir. You see, yes, sir? As long as you can see, and you have your senses together, you can drive.
Yeah,
Right.
but
We are 90. People are 90 are driving.
let him finish the point they're making. Go ahead.
Right. So what happens is that when you have people that age coming out, there's less likelihood of depression. The health system is not burdened by older people having to be hospitalized. Two, their offspring and their grandchildren don't have to be thinking, boy, I have to find a sitter for grandma because grandma is not, or grandpa is not home depressed. They are now being productive, they're earning their own money, and they pay into the tax system, whether it be indirect or direct taxes, they're still paying into the tax system. So government collect more revenue. And thirdly, their grandchildren and their children now don't have to be forking out extra money to look after grandma or even mama or daddy, because they are also earning their own money, which helps to supplement that which they would have gotten from their offspring or their great grand. You know, so it's a win-win-win situation by having.
But you leave out one of the most important things why I am saying we need two shifts.
All right.
The most important thing is production.
No, man, I mentioned that
We
earlier.
are
That
not
was the first thing that I touched on.
goods and service because we are only working 8 hours out of the 24 hours.
That was the first thing I touched on, Elder. I may not have elaborated on it.
Okay.
I said it would have increased productivity, right? And I didn't elaborate. And that is why I said it is really the employer's prerogative to implement a later shift to say, hey, if you're going to be employed to us, then our shift begins, let's say, 6 o'clock. You know, it would sweep off at least a third of the traffic off the road. And part of the reason why you have so much traffic in the day, don't forget that you have over 8,000 students coming out from school at just about that time, right across Jamaica.
Yeah,
Not
right,
to mention,
look how good that would be.
right?
You are going to work, let's say 6:15 thereabout, right? Those children who are going to school at 7 o'clock can go with you.
Right.
And you are getting off at 1 o'clock. You can pick up your child.
Well, the good thing about that,
The point is that we need to look at it to see. Right now, I can tell you, I am on the road at, say, 3 o'clock, and you have a bumper to bumper. Why? People leave work early because they want to reach home before 6 o'clock. 3 o'clock, you know, and they want to reach home before 6. If that person was one that is going to work, you'd have a road that takes you half hour from downtown to come uptown. Now it is taking you 2 hours because it's 0 mile an hour sometimes.
Mr. Senior, don't forget something else that we have not mentioned. There are two other things. With the school bus system that is now being implemented, parents don't have to be going to pick up their kids as much because the school bus will take care of a fraction of that traffic. In addition to that, remember that city life, even in the States, in New York City, it is gridlock at peak hours. And it's not just with the roads, but even with the train station when you have to take the trains, right? There's a thing that we call in New York City train traffic, right? At peak hours. That is madness. That lasts roughly about the same 3 hours as in Kingston, Jamaica, right? And this is just city life overall. So we tend to have that issue largely in Kingston, Ocho Rios, and Montego Bay. The rest of the island don't really have that great an issue at peak hours.
Yeah, well, the problem they have is that they've closed them factory at 5 o'clock.
Right. And I think we
and
mentioned
then work with them the next day at 7.
And I think that is where the employers federation now.
sit
I think
down
that-
and we are telling you now that if we don't double production, we will not move from where we are. And you cannot double production with one workforce.
Mr. Senior, I think I have some ideas that I want to share with Junior, but I don't want to mention them on this live. It will require an overhauling of the entire labor force in Jamaica. Take for instance, in America, whereas you go and look the job, and then afterwards union come in and collect union dues and then represent you. In America, it's the union that helps you, that find the job for you.
Yeah.
And so you're automatically a part of the union before you even start working. Right? That helps to solve a lot of issues. Union represent, there's also the whole matter of insurance that is taken care of for you. And with all of these things, so we'd have to revamp how we look at labor in Jamaica overall. And that is why I want to talk to Junior and share these ideas with him, because I have a good grasp, a fairly decent grasp of these things. And I believe that it will revolutionize the system. It would mean that he would have to meet with the Employers Federation, the unions, have a couple of workshops right across Jamaica, meeting with construction workers on the work site, not just on construction workers, but even the academic workforce. Everybody would have to be involved. It would probably take a year or so to finish these across the island meeting with the different stakeholders. But it would help us to have a more seasoned and well-oiled workforce machinery, right? Which would increase productivity. And when people know that there's something in it for them, they're going to be represented and all of these things. Because again, the union would not just be an obstructionist, as is some of the case sometimes in Jamaica, right? Not all the time, but especially when we want to be political, the union now become an obstructionist machinery as opposed to looking at increasing production, right? And so if we look at it holistically, the union is going to benefit, the workers are going to benefit, and everybody benefit. And when everybody realizes that there is something in it for all of us, then that in and of itself also will help to increase production and help to increase wealth for everybody.
Well, sir, I am glad that you agree with me that to get additional production requires an additional workforce. The present workforce is not going to be able to stay at work their time and then rush home. That's why you have bumper to bumper on the road from 7:30 to 8:30. So people are reach work at 9 and they try to leave them work before 4 to try and reach home, and they don't reach home till 6. Why? Because everybody is on the road between 7 o'clock in the morning and 4 o'clock in the evening. That is that's rubbish.
You're correct, sir. And one more thing that I didn't mention. One of the things that I believe would be helpful, as is practiced here in America, again, I don't know how it is done in Canada, so Spitty is more equipped to do that than myself in terms of commenting. You have every 3 hours that there's a break for the workers. And that in and of itself, when people know that, okay, there's a 3-hour break coming up, they're less likely to idle. Because after 3 hours, there's a scheduled break, right? And when people know that, boy, I'm going to have this 15 minutes to myself wherein I can rejuvenate and recuperate, there's less likely, the likelihood of people skullduggery on the job and idling and wasting time, but it's going to require some level of vigilance and understanding and education and all the different components working together in tandem with each other, to get this achieved.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
That I think that we need to discuss this matter with the Employers Federation, and they're going to say that they probably need additional machinery just have to discuss with the government, right? Government to increase production. You have to increase machinery and workers. The same workers working 8 hours a day, and everybody pack up to go to work at 8 hours and I reach it at 7 hours and have to run out not to get to the leave. So it's only 6 hours I'm working anyhow.
All right. End that chance. I can say something, please.
So we need to get a team of us to say, gentlemen, what we need to do is put together another workforce,
All right.
another team of workers, right? So that you are working 14 hours a day, 7 hours. Who the hell tell you say it's only 8 hours you must work?
All right.
You must work
All right.
8 hours.
All right, Mr. Charles, I say something to you.
8 out of 24 are working in a brethren.
All right, I just say something to you, Mr. Charles.
Golf and tennis and bar and joke and laugh.
Hold on, Mr. Charles. Mr. Charles, hold on. I'm not going to hear a Chrome, as I say.
No, let me not tell you, Mr. Charles, with my experience, with my workplace, when it's like production I go on. Right now, you can still catch the material can run out. Fast Street, we work at the pipe section. We make PVC pipe. Our factory don't close, till Friday evening, catch the boss is Adventist. The only time that factory closes Friday evening, I open back Sunday. I run right through the week with the 2 shifts. From 6 till 6. The 1 shift starts 6. And the evening starts 6 in the AM and come out 6 PM. Yes, man, that is Fast Reach in Jamaica right now.
That is what is going on now in Jamaica.
In Fast Reach, Mr. Faster. The pipe, the pipe, we make PVC pipe.
And I do have to ask you, if you check the profit that is being made by some of the companies, that's one of the big companies we are ahead.
Yes, because Fast Reach production, when production is going on, we have 2 outlets. We have one in Clarendon and one in Kingston here. We make PVC pipes, electrical pipe, and water pipes. And then the factory open on a Sunday, don't close till Friday evening. Because the owners are Adventists, like you, like myself, too. So it close Friday evening, about 2 o'clock, and it open back Sunday. Sunday morning, Sunday night, go straight back till Friday again. It close.
When I was minister, I got an appeal from a number of workers who said that they were Seventh-day Adventists and they were being pushed to work on Saturday. I called a meeting with the employers and I said, do you know that there are several workers in the same group who don't want to work on Sunday? So the choice is those workers who want to work on Saturday, you move them from Sunday to Saturday. And those who don't want to work on Saturday, you move them to Sunday. It's all a matter of management.
Yeah, but the owner, Mr. Fastridge, Mr. Faster, he's an Adventist, so he don't want any work going on Sabbath and Saturday and his fees compound. So he don't do that. So the beginning of the week is really Sunday, but most production start on Monday. Because it's Friday, Saturday is really weekend. Sunday is not really weekend. We know that officially. Because the week starts from Sunday. But we just call some people just a Sunday weekend, but Sunday is not really weekend. But it's from Sunday till Friday evening. After Friday evening and whatever, and Saturday close down. Sunday morning bright and early again till Friday evening again. 2 shifts, 6 till 6.
Come on, listen. I want you guys, I want us to have discussion with some of the management and ask them, how is your plant surviving when you are only working maybe 7 hours a day out of 24 hours?
Maybe they need to go talk to Mr.
The workers.
When you do critical, even DNG, if you ever see DNG about 3 shifts, DNG don't close.
You can work all the shifts you want, but it means most people will get work.
They're not close. They're not close. They're right through my shift.
More unemployed people will get work.
We just want more company. Just want more company to do that still. Like, you understand? But that already happen. Yeah, there's more company to do that. Yeah.
Senior, a request that I want to make of you, since you have the ears of some legislators. One of the things that I've always had an issue with, and I know this is another side of the production aspect, and it helps to slow production a lot of the time. When we have roadworks, I think as part of the agreement in terms of getting these contracts, I think it should be agreed that, hey, if we're going to grant you this contract, especially within the city, then these road work could only be done at nights, right? Because the majority of your traffic is in the AM, so to speak, and I'm talking about daylight, right? And you can't expect to block off a major thoroughfare and still have the free movement of traffic, within those critical areas, and have production keeping up with what it normally should be, or meeting your quota as you normally should. So, we have to re-examine how we go about executing road work, and the utilities, the utility companies, and all of these things. So these legislations must be looked at, right? Also, when a JPS, a water commission, is going to be doing their repairs, I believe that one of the things that should be done is that all your scheduled maintenance should be forwarded to the Ministry of Utilities, right? And then you pay almost like a deposit. I don't remember what you would call it right now. It has evaded me. And if you fail to repair the road when you're finished with your work, then you don't get back that money. But as soon as you repair the road, then the money is given back to you. But it's almost like a cess. You give the government probably $1 million to hang on to, or $2 million to hang on to, depending on the extent of the work, right? And then when you're done, if you don't resurface the road that you dug up, then you don't get back that money. But if you resurface it, then you get back your money.
Let us put it out there. Squeaky.
Yes, sir.
Challenge let's put it out there. I saw one of the employer asking that public service workers be released to come into the general workforce to increase production. That's not going to work. Because, for example,
you mean what my foot
I'm just going to tell you, say, him is working up on pension, him can't leave, him have this. What you want is additional workforce, not to cut what you have now to do the same thing. You want to train. For example, all these big buildings that are putting up, you get hard to give you 20 young men that they have trained. You take them and put them on that 2 top supervisors. In 6 months, they can get development on the job and get increased. In other words, training on the job becomes part of the management of companies' business. And the money that government is putting out there now, right, come to you to help pay for those who you're training. You cannot increase production with the same workforce that can't get to go to work till 8 o'clock because of traffic and have to leave work by 3 o'clock to get home before 6 o'clock because of traffic. If you change it around, it takes them half hour to do what they're doing, taking 2.5 hours now.
Well, Mr. Charles, you in the circle, you know.
Huh?
You're in the right circle where you can talk to the right people. And so maybe you should have a talk with them.
I have started, but it needs a revolution because some people who can't get to work now, them don't know that night work different from day work. You know, work is work, and the employer going to say they need more machines. You know, tell the government say give us the machines, duty free, because all those people who come to work want to pay tax.
Expand the factories.
What's
Mr. Charles, one moment there, Chromas. Mr. Charles, I don't think so much it's the duty free, which is the issue, you know. I think it's the cost of production, which is the problem. What is the major element in the cost of production for us?
electricity?
No, not just the city. Major. Right, electricity is the major.
Electricity. That was electricity.
Right. Oh, sorry, sir. So the major cost of production for us, we have a couple of years ago. I don't know if you had done your research at the time, sir, and forgive me for putting it this way. It's no disrespect to you, but up to 20 years ago, we were ranked in the 10th highest electricity cost in the world. 10th, we were in the top 10 in electricity cost in the world as a result of a poor deal.
Overhead is a problem with electricity.
What do you think that is?
It's a poor deal that was struck by the then administration.
Okay.
Right? The poor deal. You know, because when you're going to guarantee certain things that should never have been guaranteed before, right?
Yeah.
Remember, you know, utility companies, especially something like JPS, has indemnity against natural disasters, right? And they have insurance that covers these things. But yet you're going to guarantee them that in the event of a disaster, in addition to the insurance that they're going to be collecting, they have the right to bill the citizens again to cover it. And they have already collected insurance money for these things. Then you are foolishness.
But let me tell you, let's go back to production. Let me show you a simple one. I am driving and coming from downtown, coming up to Red Hills. And the traffic, you stop one place, you have 10 minutes, and you can drop asleep and wake up. You can't dream say you was driving. And when you go around the corner, what you think? It's a garbage truck stop in the middle of the road collecting garbage. 3 o'clock in the day. 4 o'clock.
That is slap.
So why the hell you don't know that after 7 o'clock, the road is empty. So why do you collect garbage during the work period and everybody have to go work?
Mr. Charles, that is
Don't you ship and collect garbage in the night? Why don't you fix some of the roads in the night? Right, when you know, we wait until people going to work, you block the road. Wait until people coming from work, you block the road.
But Mr. Charles, that is a matter for the agency, you know, to address, you know, because there was a time I know of a fact, because I used to live on Redditch Road, and I know of a fact that there was a time that garbage collection was done in the night. I used to live in Spanish Town in St. Catherine,